Today, we're analyzing one of the most celebrated faces in modern history. Not because she has one perfect feature, but because of how all her features work together to create extraordinary facial harmony. For decades, Ashwariya Rai has been described as one of the most beautiful women in the world. But what exactly makes her face so appealing? Is it her eyes, her symmetry, or is there something deeper happening beneath the surface? When people discuss beauty, they often focus on individual features, a strong jawline, perfect lips, large eyes. However, facial attractiveness is rarely determined by a single feature. It's the relationship between features that matters. Ashwariya is perhaps one of the best examples of facial harmony. Nothing appears excessive, nothing appears underdeveloped. Every feature occupies the correct amount of visual attention. This creates balance, and balance is one of the strongest predictors of attractiveness. The most defining feature of Ashwariya Rai is undoubtedly her eye area. Large eyes are generally associated with youthfulness and femininity. However, size alone isn't enough. Her eyes are supported by excellent spacing, a clean orbital region, and high contrast between the iris, sclera, and surrounding skin. This makes the eyes appear even more striking. Many people remember her eye color, but color alone doesn't explain her appeal. The shape, spacing, and surrounding structure contribute just as much. The eyes immediately become the focal point of her face, and because the rest of her features are proportionate, nothing competes with them. Another reason for her attractiveness is proportion. Her facial thirds appear relatively balanced: the forehead, mid-face, and lower face. None of these regions dominate the others. Her cheekbones are high enough to create definition, yet not so prominent that they appear harsh. Likewise, her jawline is defined but remains soft enough to maintain femininity. This balance between softness and structure is incredibly difficult to achieve. Too much softness can appear undefined. Too much structure can appear severe. Ashwariya sits almost perfectly between the two. Symmetry is often exaggerated in beauty discussions. Perfect symmetry doesn't exist, and it isn't necessary. However, Ashwariya displays a high degree of facial symmetry. This allows the brain to process her face more easily. Research consistently shows that humans tend to prefer faces that are easier to process visually. Symmetry contributes to that effect. But it is only one piece of the puzzle. Many attractive people have one standout feature: a strong jawline, exceptional eyes, or remarkable bone structure. Ashwariya possesses several attractive features simultaneously, yet none of them overwhelm the face. This creates something rare. Instead of one feature drawing attention, the entire face becomes memorable. People often struggle to explain why they find her attractive, because they're responding to the complete composition rather than a single element. Ashwariya Rai demonstrates an important lesson about beauty. Attractiveness isn't about collecting perfect features. It's about harmony. A face can have exceptional eyes and still be unattractive. It can have perfect lips and still feel unbalanced. What makes Ashwariya remarkable is that her features complement one another. Every feature strengthens the next, and together they create one of the most recognizable and admired faces in the world. Beauty is rarely about perfection. More often, it's about balance, and few faces illustrate that better than Ashwariya Rai.